All right, guys, so we're going to make this super efficient. How this is going to work today, going to go over the rebuild. There's going to be two sections. The first section is all about like all the things you need to know housekeeping, and then I'm going to go into a little bit of a presentation on the rebuild and something that I'm really excited about. Number one, really excited that all of you decided to come out today in negative 15-degree weather, so thank you for doing that. That says a lot about you guys and your commitment to this program, okay? The other thing, this rebuild project, we've shifted from like a challenge concept to the rebuild for a specific reason, right? With these challenges, people would just do this wave all the time. Like we'd get pretty good results. There were select few people who would maintain and hold, but most of the time they would come back and be like 9 months later, yeah, I need to get back in order again. So it's like the goal of the challenge was always we need to rebuild habits and like live on these habits so we can just do these things for forever, right? So the rebuild though, what we realized is we can like give you everything you want. You can get insane results in 6 weeks. You can carry it to 8, 9 weeks, but life happens, right? So the rebuild, what we're gonna do is there's gonna be a whole lot more of a mental aspect to this. Our goal with this isn't like just to get these habits down. It's like, okay, why don't these habits stick then? You've told me you've lost 20 pounds. You told me how good your energy is. You told me how good your sleep is. You told me how happy your spouse is because you're not crabby now. You told me how happy your kids are because you're able to play with them on the floor. You told me all these things. So why can't we keep doing this? Why every 6, 9 months do we have to go, oh, I got to do another one? And you start over, right? Like, why is that the case? And that usually starts here. That could be stemmed usually from childhood things that we're just not over. I'm going to ask you to eat a lot of vegetables, and when you go, oh, I don't like that, it's probably because mom, dad, grandma forced it down your throat, okay? We're all adults. You can eat green things. It's all right. I promise you won't die, all right? But there's a lot of habits we have to crack, right? So there's going to be a presentation side on those things, 3 simple concepts that if you follow these concepts now and afterwards, it's going to take you and keep you moving forward, all right? So thanks, guys, for coming. It really does mean a lot that you're here today, and I want to make sure that we get this all dialed in, okay? So some housekeeping items, guys. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to pop up, but since we got it, has anyone here not gotten the guide for this, the rebuild guide? Sweet. Okay, you should have it. John, you do not yet because we found out yesterday. Leah, you got it, right? The guide? Okay, because I sent it to you two in a different email, so if you didn't, we'll make sure we do that before you leave today, okay? So the guide, this is very important because without the guide, you cannot do this rebuild. Every night you're going to be asked, did you follow the meal plan? Inside the guide's a meal plan. So if you don't have the guide, you would be saying no every night. Not a very way to be successful, okay? There's also what I did this time. I don't know if some of you who've done this in the past, I added a section on FAQs. The most common questions in there. So instead of like, again, it's because people have asked the questions. So at the end of the guide, it's a very good way to just know, okay, I promise you these things are covered, okay? Journal entry. Has anyone here not been getting a journal text every night asking you if you've done these things? Leah and Melissa, we're still waiting to get you guys inside of another system. It wasn't syncing, so we'll do that. You should have it tomorrow, okay? You didn't get it yet either? Okay, and I think there was a technical error with it as well. But basically what that journal looks like, guys, you click in, it says, hey, Brent, like time to complete your daily form. Inside that journal, there'll be 5 pieces. Did you complete this meal plan, yes or no? Did you drink at least 80 ounces of water, I believe it is, yes or no? Did you get your workout in? Did you walk an extra 20 minutes today? If it's 15, don't worry, I'll change that to 20. And then did you avoid alcohol today? Right? They're all black and white yes or no answers. You click yes or no, it counts on our end. Every week our coaches are recording your total score. Why is that important? Because people that get closer to 210 points get insane results over the 6 weeks. Is that math? 35 times 6? Something like that. Yeah, I think it is 210, right? So if you get like 195 to 210, like you're going to get crazy results. If you get below that, you might get okay results, but if you get like below 175, thanks for joining. Probably not the best outcome you could have gotten, okay? Key dates to know, guys. In-body benchmark dates. So we take our in-body benchmarks so that we can make sure like we're trending in the right direction. Okay, real quick on the in-body, from a simplistic standpoint, it gives us a whole bunch of data, a whole bunch of numbers. Okay, the only real things we're looking at though, what happens to our skeletal muscle mass? Hopefully that stays neutral or it goes up. What happens to our body fat? Hopefully that goes down or stays neutral. We definitely don't want that going up. And if we see that our body fat percentage is going down. What's a big metric I didn't use? Body weight. But what happens to body weight if we focus on those trends? Goes down or stays the same, right? So we focus on the outcomes that help rebuild the habits and rebuild your bodies, okay? There is an app for that as well. And don't worry, if you're not annoyed with all the texts you got in the last couple days, you might get annoyed by all the texts you're going to get. So you will be in the know of all the tests and all the things coming up, I promise you. Make sure we get that today if you haven't already. And then if we're on Facebook, I added a handful of you to the Rebuild Project group this morning. If you are on Facebook and we're not friends, look me up, Brent Miller. I'll add you to that. Or if you're not, you don't have to. The group, though, is going to be one place we talk a lot more about the mental side this time around. And if you're like, screw Facebook, that's okay. Like, you can still get 99.9% of the results you want out of this. It's just another layer for us to help you guys out. Okay? All right, so real quick, who did not get the journal entry? Candy, are you recording this? Just raise your hands if you haven't yet. Melissa is now? Okay. Okay. Mark, I think Mark's one of the ones that was double entered that we couldn't click into. Like Kristen, I know, we're good. But yeah, toggle that on, okay? And then who didn't get the guide? Leah and Melissa, we still didn't get the guide? Okay. Heather didn't get it either. Caleb, did you get it? Oh, I think you replied to me to say, or Caleb replied to me to say he got it, actually. He said yes, but that's right. Okay. All right, good. So very important. And then, like I said, if you didn't get the in-body yesterday or today, we're going to always try to do that on a Friday, Saturday. If you need to push it to Monday, that's okay, but try to keep this Friday, Saturday. Okay, make sure you get that done. We do have a little list of people built up there. And then, yeah, so how are we feeling? We ready to rock and roll and get this thing started? Cool. All right, guys, so the goal of this rebuild and the goal of this presentation today, we're going to go from tired, anxious, and stuck to strong, clear, and consistent, okay? I'm going to share 3 principles that I'm very heavily biased to because these principles have changed my life in numerous ways, okay? They've changed my life like more recently and like I call this a new season of my life. And they've also like little by little like have helped. Like I just realized I've leaned on some of these concepts, maybe not the same way just growing up, okay? So again, like the main point of this rebuild is to give you, is 2 things. We want to give you everything we know will optimize your results. Like if you eat more protein and more fiber, if you get consistent with your exercise, if you increase your water intake, if you get more steps and you avoid alcohol, does anyone here actually think they won't achieve some pretty good results? Right? Like getting fit and healthy, it's really not that hard. But what is hard is being accountable to the plans and the things you already know you need to do. So this is a 6-week season where we're going to condense it down. We're going to give you all the things we know lead to the desired outcome. We're going to add some mental elements to this so that you not only like feel good during the 6 weeks, but you know exactly what to do, how to do it, and might even be able to pinpoint triggers that pull you off base along the way, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, whether it's a challenge, a rebuild, a weight loss, something or another, speed 50, lose 20 pounds in 20 days, whatever those things are, just know like easy doesn't get results. So whatever we call this 6-week period, there's going to be challenges. It's going to be hard. And like if we think about like the most prized thing in your life that you've gotten and the one thing you're like super proud about, I can guarantee you none of you would be like, oh, it's really easy. I just like showed up and it happened. It takes work, right? It takes bad days. It takes falling on your face, getting back up, and you got to keep moving forward. The beauty is you have about 20 people in this room right now who are doing this with you. I think we have 25 or so people overall, which actually I prefer. We've had 50 to 60 do this in the past, and we don't have the ability to coach as well as we'd like, right? So all of you are kind of like here together, working towards a common goal. Everyone has like a different, unique goal, but everyone's goal here, the reason you're here, has to do with overall health and overall wellness, right? Like whether it's weight loss, muscle gain, body comp, energy, sleep, like it's all like the overarching, like, so pain shared is going to be pain divided here. But none of this is easy. And it's really not easy after the 6 weeks when we kind of pull back the accountability. So just know, like, whatever goals you're chasing, it's not going to be easy. Unless if it's a very short-sighted lose 2-pound type goal and you do it and you're like, heck yeah, I'm good. But I have yet to meet someone who's even set a 100-pound weight loss goal and they get to 100 and they go, okay, I'm good. It's like, well, now I want to go another 10. I want to do another 15. It's like, calm down. You did great things, right? The magic for this, guys, is in the process 100% of the time. If you follow the process, the results will come. Okay, so just keeping that in mind. Easy doesn't get results, and if you follow the process, results will come 100% of the time. All right? So there's going to be 3 concepts as mentioned, guys. This concept here has come to my life probably over the last year or so, but it's more, better, new. It's impacted me personally so much that I've implemented it as a core value of TNT Fitness for our coaches. This is something like we live by. More, better, and new. You know, I'll give Dawson a shout out. Dawson's a new coach in the back, so if you guys haven't met Dawson yet, make sure you say hello. He's primarily in the PMs, right? But when Dawson started, like, he's been in fitness programs, he has a military background, like there's all these things going on. Like he understands fitness as a whole, but he doesn't really know like how we do it yet. So I encouraged him from the jump, like, hey, I need you to get into more classes. I need you to get more reps coaching. I need you to ask more questions. Because what do you think happens as Dawson does more of something that's totally new in his life? Anyone have an answer? You're gonna get better at it, right? The only way to keep moving forward is to do more of it. And we can play a game here, like, and if you don't want to share, but I know that if we get 0, I know someone in here is lying. Who here hates meal prepping, meal planning? Perfect. Do we think we're going to get any better and gain confidence meal prepping if we just choose not to do it every week? There's absolutely no way you'll improve. If we do more meal prepping and more planning, but guess what? We took the planning out of it. Like, we will take everything away from this. We just can't prepare it for you unless if you want to pay me like $2,000 a week, I will do it for you, no problem. But most people don't want to pay that, right? Like, we literally have peeled back the layer of the onion. Guys, I've been doing this over 15 years. TNT's been here over 11. And how we created these, it's like just keep peeling back the layers of the onion so someone can't go, oh, I need, that's in my way. Like, there's nothing here that you can't do. We made it so simple. If you follow the plan, you'll find success. You do, though, need to prepare the food, right? So the only way to get more comfortable with planning and get that story out of your head of like, oh, I just hate meal prep and planning, you have to do more of it. And I'll tell you right now, if you just choose like that's your forever barrier, then you're only going to get half the results you truly can get. And I will bet on that. I will go all in on that piece right there. If you don't take the time to prepare and plan, you will not get the results you want 100% of the time. I'm going all in on black on that one. Okay? You know, with workouts, okay, if we're doing two or three workouts right now, and we're not getting the results we really want, might it be worthwhile to maybe bump that up and do more workouts? Maybe 1 more per week? Maybe get more steps so we increase our daily output and we burn more calories through the week? Okay? Maybe we just need to do more hard things because you've gotten comfortable being comfortable where you're at. Within this rebuild, guys, there are going to be challenges every week. The first challenge, week 1, it's in your guide, get here 5 days per week. If you get here 5 days next week, you're going to get a bonus point. I know time's hard, it's cold out, you got all these things. Promise you're making time for other things. So what if you're at 3 days and you make it that 5th day and then you go, wow, I did that. I didn't think I could. Number one, I didn't think I had the time to do it. And I truly understand, like, time, everyone's time reality is different. But oftentimes people are like, yeah, I didn't think I had the time. And then they look at their schedule and I go, well, hey, you got access to 45 hours per week. You don't have time? And then they go, I just don't like getting up early. Oh, so you have the time. You're just making a conscious decision to not do something really good for yourself because you don't like getting up early. And that's okay. But then maybe this goal we set, we have to temper the expectations because you're only going to get to the gym 2 days per week. And that's the truth. Right? It's like we have to get to the gym more. We have to increase our steps. We have to do more grocery shopping. Guess what? In that guide, guys, every piece of food on this meal plan is hyperlinked to a Woodman's shopping cart. You can click it, order pickup. You can probably even get DoorDash delivery to your house. Like, I'm telling you, we've taken the time to make this so easy. The only thing you have to do is prepare the food. I know that's not always easy, but that's like the one thing you have to do. We took the guesswork out of everything else. Okay? So the only way to get better at something is to do more of it 100% of the time. Maybe not 100% of the time. Can anyone think of something they got better at by doing less of or just not doing it at all? Okay, cool. We're on the same page, right? So this idea of more, better, new, guys. Whenever you get stuck, just remember you got to do a little bit more. If we hit a gap or a wall, we usually don't need new. Most people think we got to change it up and do new things. We just got to keep doing more of it so we get better at it. Then we got to communicate with our coaches. Communicate with your coaches more, and I promise you, you're going to get better results. Okay? Which brings me to something that's very important. Again, I told you before, you're probably going to get annoyed at how much we text you. Okay? As much as I wish Luke, Dawson, me, Candy, Lori, Sam, we could all just take time and individually send you a text message, we don't. Okay? But when Luke says, hey, Tori, curious, what's going well with the challenge so far? And Tori chooses not to answer because she's like, well, everyone's going to see my response. Only Luke is going to get that response. If you reply to us, we will reply to you, and we'll put, they probably get, you might get annoyed at us, they get annoyed at me being going, hey, why is that message unread? Hey, why didn't you reply to that message? Hey, what's going on with this? Where are we at with this? Like, we want to help you. So the more you communicate with our coaches, the more you reply, the more they can help you get the result you want. Okay? So make sure you're communicating. If you choose not to, just know that's going to limit your success here. Okay? So more, better, new, more planning, more preparing, more workouts, more steps, more hard things, more communication. All of these things are going to get you better at it. And don't worry, you won't need new for a while. But when the time comes, every now and then, maybe we have to add some new foods into your routine. Maybe we have to add a new meal or new program, meaning more macros, into your plan. But I still haven't found that yet. If you just follow the plan, good things are going to happen. All right? Key number 2. This comes from doing more of something. The only way to change is if you have awareness of what you need to change. All of us have been here, mom and dad have told us something when we're growing up, and we're like, yeah, whatever, and then you get through like college age and adult life, and you're like, oh shit, they told me that. But like you weren't ready to hear it. So when you start doing more of things that are new to you, you're going to become aware. When you become aware, specifically up here, you can change those things. So I'm going to challenge all of you over the next 6 weeks for this rebuild. When you sense something stopping you from preparing, stopping you from planning, be conscious of that and figure out why. Why is that there? It could have started when you're 3 or 4 years old. Like, little quick story, I'm a binge eater. I have a lot, like someone the other day is like, oh, I don't know, like I yo-yo diet, and sometimes I can be on, sometimes I can be off. I'm like, you're like 99% of the people in this world. Like if you're in Wisconsin, we grew up like that. We grew up at every party, spreads of food, drinks, alcohol, all, like, cool, you're one of us. Like, good job, right? But like, I grew up eating a lot, and I still have to fight that. I joke, but I'm also serious when I say Big Mac. That was like my kids' meal. Sorry, Mom. Emptied the bank account. Like, no joke. Like, probably supersize it maybe at age 9, 10. Like, that was legitimately my life. And I still battle that. But the only way to change that is to become aware of that. So, right now, actually, I got some blood work done, and the results were less than optimal. So, personally, I had to go, okay, I need to, like, a 6-week period where I'm just going to really focus on what people are telling me to do. And for right now, guys, it's a little embarrassing. I just need to stay out of the situation. Don't even go to the place where a lot of food is, because as much as I can have the perfect plan, but just like they say, or the Mike Tyson quote, it's all fun and games until you get hit in the face. Like, that's getting hit in the, I walk in there, I can have a full stomach, be like, all right, I'm going to have just one cookie, and then I'm going to fill my plate with veggies and one protein. 27 cookies later, 3 old fashions, and a stomach ache ready to throw up later, I'm out of there. Right? So I'm just going to choose not to go there. My wife and I have a pretty hard, like, we're going outside of the house 1 day per week right now, because if we do it 2 or 3, it's just like a slippery slope. Right now, like, that's what I have to do, but that's the awareness I created in order to change. After that 6 weeks, I'm probably going to go, you know what, I don't even crave it like I used to. Right? So we all have stories around food and exercise and planning and preparing, but the only way to get through it is to have the awareness and change. That's it. Okay? So this is one of the best quotes I've ever heard about discipline. I don't know if you guys know Alex Hormozy, but you probably, even if you don't know him, you've probably seen him on Instagram, tank top, mustache, just like really intelligent guy. He was on a podcast, and they were talking about what discipline is. It was like, discipline's like getting up and you just do what you're supposed to do every day. And he's like, I mean, I'll share it. This was in the podcast. It's going to be a little off of what I would say, but he's like, I mean, do you need to be disciplined to have sex? It's a question he asked the guy, and the guy's like, oh, I guess that's not really discipline, I guess. But what is discipline? Discipline is doing the hard things you don't like to do for an extended period of time without getting a reward. That's discipline. Like, if you're doing this and you're like, oh, I'm doing it so I lose 6 pounds. It's like, do it because you know it's going to be a long-term longevity play. And if you get to the in body and you only lost 1 pound and you wanted to lose 6, good, keep going. That's real discipline. Like, just showing up to the gym because you said you're going to show up and, like, honoring your commitment, like, it's kind of discipline, but that's also, like, something you should do for yourself because you told yourself and others you're going to be there. But discipline is doing what you don't want to do, meal prepping, meal planning, getting up at 5:15 because you can't come later in the day, coming out in minus 15-degree weather. Like, that's discipline, but you don't do it expecting a reward, because if you do, you're going to be let down really hard, and that punch is going to hit you over and over, and then you're just going to decide to quit. Okay? So between more, better, new, awareness precedes change. These are 2 concepts that have really helped me personally, and I think we're gonna focus a lot. Not I think we're gonna focus a lot on this so we can start to move that mental side of this forward. Okay. Now, as you guys get through this, and it's something I came up with, I'm surrounded by incredible coaches in my life. There's been a personal evolution, a professional evolution, and at a very early point in this, is like, man, if I would have started working with him 6 years ago. Like, the thing is I didn't know what I needed. The only way I knew I needed to work with that coach was because I was struggling and falling, and I got aware, and I needed help, right? So, like, some of you might be like, oh, I wish I did this sooner. You didn't know you needed it until you needed it, right? Okay, so, like, awareness precedes change. You do more of it, you get better at it, you become aware of it, we can now change it, okay? Last concept here, key number 3. It's going to sound really funny. Guys, if nothing changes, nothing changes. You can do more of it, you can get better at it, you can become aware of it, but if you don't change, you're going to stay stuck. How many of you are here today because you just hope to stay the exact same over the next 6 weeks? Right? It's like, if nothing changes, it sounds so elementary, but I guarantee all of you can find spots in your life Or you just decided not to do the work even though you knew you had to do it? Right? If you follow these 3 concepts, guys, I promise you, you're going to get an incredible 6 weeks. And after the 6 weeks, we're going to break down barriers that you might know are there. Most of us probably if we're early on in the journey, we know that barrier is there. But as we work through this, like, you're going to start to learn things that it's here, and we got to get through that. Right? Like, I don't know if you guys have heard of the story about the buffalo, but what does a buffalo do in a storm? Anyone know?
Runs into it.
Yeah, buffalo's going to run towards the storm because it knows if it runs towards it, it's going to get through it. Other animals run away from it. They're just prolonging the storm. It's going to catch them, right? But a buffalo is going to go through the storm. So, like, if there's one mantra for all of you guys, it's like, be a buffalo. Like, go to the hard stuff. Go to the hard stuff. Like, don't run away from it. If you hate meal plan and prep and all that, like, good. Set your timer for 3 hours tomorrow and get that shit done. It's not going to help you if you don't. You don't want to wake up at 5:15 for a morning workout, but you know you can't get in the afternoon. Too bad. Get up at 4:45. Get in the car. I promise you when you leave, you're not going to feel worse 100% of the time. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and it really, truly, it takes what it takes. All right. How are we feeling about this so far? Key 1, 2, and 3. It's like a little TED Talk. It's kind of fun. I think so. You guys might not. Okay. So those are the 3 key points. Remember, easy doesn't get results. Key number 1, more, better, new. Doing more of it to get better at it. That's definitely going to produce new results. And then we just keep going. When we do that, we become aware of what we need to change. If we change, great things happen, but if nothing changes, nothing changes. Those are the 3 core concepts we're going to focus on. There'll be all sorts of little things to work on that through this. Specifically, I'm going to try to provide insights and stories how these have impacted my life and help me get past certain barriers that hopefully it helps you guys too. Within that Facebook group, there's going to be opportunities to kind of just conversate, right? I said it before, but pain shared is pain divided. A lot of you guys are battling the same things. So if we communicate and we talk about, you don't have to go super personal, but a lot of us deal with the same issues. And if we can take that pain and we split it up by 10 of you, it's divided up, now we can really find an easy way through that. So I'm going to actively encourage you to participate, all right? So before we go, guys, I do want you to think about, after all of this should actually, I'm sure many of you kind of had a goal of okay, what do I want to do in the next 42 days? But I can almost guarantee you after working through this, there's probably some deeper stuff that came up, right? It's probably not just about I just need to make the food. It's probably some deeper stuff that came up, okay? So how to set goals and win, guys. There's a goal form I'm going to put up on a QR code here in a minute. Inside of your PDF, you'll also be able to click a link that takes you to the same goal form. But there's 5 pieces of setting strong goals. What is the goal? Why? Why is that goal important? You have to give a goal gravity. If it has no gravity, it's not going to stick. How are you going to achieve it? The beauty is the how is almost done. I'm just going to follow the plan, and I'm going to actually do the things they're telling me to do. That's the plan. If you do that, good things are going to happen. When could be if you have certain benchmarks. Okay, by this point I want to be down 2% body fat, 3%, etc. When can also be, when am I going to meal prep every week? When am I going to go to bed every week? When am I going to get my workouts in every week? If you set that within the goals, I promise you're going to be way more successful when you know, okay, this is when I'm going to do this. And then the who. Who do you need to help you? Is it the coaches? Is it someone else in this room right now? Is it someone that trains at certain times? Is it a spouse? You guys say, hey, listen, this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to say no to a lot of things that we usually do for 6 weeks. That's it. It's just 6 weeks. Are you okay with that? I can handle that. Be oh yeah, by the way, don't touch the food in the fridge because it's mine. Because too many people have made food and then it disappears and they have to have a hard conversation with their spouse. Well, now that you made it all, yeah, I know, but you saved mine for me. Okay? And then we break that in 30, 60, and 90 day commonly. So the goal form I'm going to show you here in a minute, it is set on like what do you want to achieve in 90 days? But then we just backtrack that. Like what do you want to achieve in 30 days? Or what's that first benchmark? And then for this case, 42 days, like by 6 weeks, what is it like we need to get done to prolong you to 60 days in your 90-day metric, making a 12-week kind of goal, okay? At these benchmarks, we're going to check in, and we'll check in often, like do you feel like the goal is on track or off track? Sometimes we set a goal, we have great intentions, and then Mike Tyson hits you in the face and it all goes to hell. That's okay. When it's off track, we course correct, we come up with a new goal so you can continue to work towards something, right? But whether you achieve that 90-day goal or you don't, if you follow a process, I guarantee you're going to feel so much better about that result if you hit it or missed it. Like if you follow the process, you're going to get to 90 days, you're going to be like, man, I learned a ton about this. I just picked the wrong goal, or I was really close. Like I'm so proud. I wanted to lose 20.5 pounds. I only lost 20. Like I'm still pretty proud of myself, right? But the magic is in the process, okay? So there's a QR code, guys. I'm going to encourage you to scan that. Again, if you can bookmark it, bookmark it. If you, again, it is in your form as well. So like you'll be able to find that form. But complete this. Our coaches will be reviewing for you, and we'll have conversations around it. Now, one of the questions in that goal form, though, is like how excited or how motivated are you to achieve your goal? Okay? What happens, like we do 1 to 4s because we don't like 3s. Like you're either like going to be motivated or you're not motivated. Sometimes people will set a goal and they put a 2. Does anyone here think a level 2 excitement is going to actually be achieved? Right? So then we talk about how can we get this to a 4 or 5. Like we have to be excited about a goal if you even have a chance to achieve it. If you're not excited about the goal you set, it's not going to happen, right? So we got to set you up for success from the start there. Okay. One last thing. It's not in the presentation, but I do want to hit this. So in the back, we do have a set of supplements, okay? We do use supplements here because like anything, like if you struggle to meal plan, meal prep, etc., like that can actually part of the meal plan are supplements to make it super easy for you so you don't have to think. So we have a package for you guys. It's two tubs of protein, and we have different types of protein if you wanted to. A box of bars, our greens mix, a bag of greens just to help aid in digestion as we're going here, and then a pre-workout or a creatine. Okay, we've discounted that immensely. It's I think $215, and usually it's about $290 if you were to buy those pieces independently. But you'd have enough protein to get through the challenge. We will be taking some orders back there, okay? With that, this food plan, guys. Our friend Mark has been on it lately, and how much food is it, Mark? Okay. But Mark's also down 11 pounds after working through this for about 2 weeks, right? So like, it's a lot of food. It feels like a lot of food because it's nutrient-dense food. This is going to be very hard for some of you. We're getting plenty of calories. We're just not getting the dense foods that fill us up. So you will be at a deficit, but Mark has told me numerous times, I just don't know how I'm going to eat all the food. But we're at a pretty intense deficit, and that's on purpose. So you feel full while at a deficit, cranking the protein, which allows us to maintain muscle mass, cut body fat, lose extra weight, flush water weight, etc., all right? So again, if this was easy, if fitness and health and all this was easy, we wouldn't even be here, number one. But like if it was also easy, I doubt you guys would have signed up and been like, oh, it's going to be easy? Sweet, I'm in, right? All right, so I'm going to rehash one more time. What's key number 1? Anyone? More, better, new, right? We got to do more of it, get better at it, new of it. If we do that, what's key number 2? What? Awareness precedes change. We do these things, we get aware, we can change. Rule number 3, if we don't change, what happens? Nothing changes, all right? So I want you guys to just keep those commitments in mind. I'm going to be here to support you. Luke will be here, Dawson, Candy, Lori, all of our coaches. We want you to win, okay? We want you guys to have success. So that's all I got for today, but if you need to take care of payments, if you want to sign up for the rebuild, I know some of you were exploring the rebuild, not sure. If you want to check out supplements in the back, we'll get you set up. But if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you guys for coming.